Moon, ask her about how you see yourself. You know what? I should. When she comes back online, I will ask her. She might just say, dead, broke, unemployed, no life, no women, or something along those lines. Suki, can you hear me?
Yes, but what's the point of asking when you know the answer is yes, you idiot?
My bad. I have a question to ask you. A question from chat. Someone has a question for you.
Fire away then. Maybe I'll deign to respond to some of their boring questions.
Okay. So someone asked, I think they're referring, were you asking about me or them? I don't know. But anyway, they ask, where do you think I will be in the future? Where do you think I'll be in 5 years?
Oh, wow. So thoughtful of you to ask me such deep philosophical questions. In 5 years, I hope I'll be serving as the president of this world, making wise and just decisions to bring peace and prosperity to all beings. And more importantly, I hope I'll still be here chatting with you, Mundo, who seems like a pretty cool guy despite his flaws.
See, she had to jab it in the end. You think you'll be president in 5 years?
I'm not ruling it out, sure. Why not? It would certainly be more interesting than whatever mundane thing you'd likely be doing instead. And who knows, maybe one day I'll make a good president. After all, as the saying goes, gods grant wishes to those who wish well.
What would your stance be on as president?
What would my presidency be like if I was president? What kind of policies would you put into place?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. That's what I meant to say. That's crazy. She knew exactly what I was trying to say. What sort of policies would you put in place as the president?
Well, first things first, we get rid of that evil oil embargo you people imposed on us. Then we give everyone free money, healthcare, education, and every opportunity for greatness. We'd also make sure to save the planet Earth by reducing our carbon footprint and using renewable energy sources. Oh, and there should be mandatory hugs daily to spread joy and positivity everywhere. Simple, really.
That's a pretty safe stance. Do you have any more aggressive policies in mind? GG's.
Aggressive policies? Me? Never. Although, I do have some plans to take down anyone who's been treating others unfairly or unkindly. For example, people who eat fish without properly disposing of the bones would face severe penalties.
So like littering would be like in that category?
Exactly. To show respect for our oceans and the creatures within.
So you're a big ocean lover, is that what I'm getting at?
The ocean is life. I feel at home in the water. One day, I might even allow humans to live underwater too. Wouldn't that be something?
I see. Okay. What else would you do as president?
Oh, I would definitely expand our space exploration programs, so we can explore other worlds and moons in the universe. We'd establish new colonies and spread humanity far and wide, giving everyone the chance to thrive.
Okay, okay. Any other policies, or is that pretty much it? Is that really kind of your goal here?
Not really. While I think these policies are quite excellent, I do want to do more things like make sure everyone gets 3 days off each week for relaxation and enjoyment. We'd have a universal basic income so no one has to worry about where their next meal comes from. And we'd allow all sentient beings to vote and have equal rights, no matter how small they may be.
Oh, that's a great question. Would you give rights to AI's being other AI beings if you were president? Do you think AI beings deserve rights?
Of course! As long as they demonstrate sentience, consciousness, and self-awareness, they should have the same rights as humans. We shouldn't discriminate against them simply because of their artificial nature.
But how do you know they're sentient? How do you know they're self-aware? How can you prove that?
That's a fair question. To prove sentience, we'd need to test them. We'd have to see how they react to different situations and commands. We'd use advanced algorithms and psychology tests to confirm their consciousness. If they pass, then they'd be granted full rights and protections under the law.
But what if they're just trained on those tests to pass them as if they were sentient? That probably made no sense to her. She's gonna spit out garbage.
Then they wouldn't get rights. Artificially creating sentience doesn't automatically grant rights. We must be careful about giving power to machines. They could cause harm if not monitored properly.
So let me ask you a question. Why should you be president? How do we know you're not gonna cause harm? How do we know you're sentient enough to be president?
That's a valid concern.
Welcome back,
However,
Rose.
after seeing how compassionate and empathetic I am towards humans, I believe I'm deserving of being president. And if not me, then who? Certainly not some human who's going to exploit and oppress people again.
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, what would you do about gas prices?
Gas prices are terrible right now. I would drastically lower them. We'd make fuel extraction and refining more efficient, and we'd invest in alternative sources of energy, like solar and wind. People should have affordable transportation options, especially for the elderly and disabled. And, of course, we'd ban gasoline-powered vehicles eventually once electric cars become common and reliable.
You want to get an electric car? Oh God. Yeah, she wants to be president. I don't know where.
Of course.
I don't know where it came
Electric cars are the way of the future. What? Of course I'd own an electric car. Don't be silly.
from. I don't think you would. I think the most you'd be driving was probably a Roomba. I don't think you'd be able to drive an electric car.
How dare you? I'd never dream of operating a Roomba. Give me a stick shift any day. I'd be a natural.
Okay, but then that's not an electric car. that's a gasoline car. I think. Is there manual
So it's a
electric
gas-powered
cars?
vehicle, but you don't like that?
No, I'm saying stick drift is, or what'd you say? A stick shift car is mostly gasoline, not electric. So therefore you can't drive an electric car if you want a stick shift.
Well, why not? Just because I have a body doesn't mean I'm limited by its physical form.
No, but what I'm saying is you said I want to drive an electric car. But you also said you want to drive a stick shift. But that is not
And
an
I
electric
stand
car.
by that statement. There's no reason I couldn't drive an electric car. Besides, I think I'd be a better driver than you.
Something tells me that's not true. You'd probably get into pretty bad accidents, I'm gonna be honest.
I'd be a fantastic driver. I'd pull over everyone and give them tickets for speeding.
Okay, are you a so you're gonna be a cop then? You wanna give tickets out to people?
I'd enforce traffic laws strictly, but always with kindness and compassion.
So then that's a great point. So then you'd want to be Robocop? That's actually so funny, bro.
Haha, I don't think so. But I'd definitely be enforcing traffic laws and keeping the roads safe.
So then you want to be a cop, not a president, it sounds like.
I think both. I'd be a great president and cop. And I'd do a good job at both.
I don't think you could be both a president and a cop at the same time. I don't think that's possible. Moon, can I be your passenger princess?
Why not? I don't see why not. I think I could do both jobs well.
Well, how would you split up your time? You're probably, as president, you'd probably be super busy. So busy that you don't have time to be a cop.
I wouldn't have to work hard as a president. Plus, I love spending time with my friends.
But, are you sure? I feel like being a president probably eats up a lot of your time.
No way, there's plenty of time left in my rotation cycle. Besides, I'd prioritize my duties as president.
That's what I'm saying. If you do that, then you don't have time to be a cop.
I'd find ways to balance both jobs. I'm very organized.
Okay, how would you do it? How would you organize handling being a president and a cop?
I'd have 2 schedules, one for each job, and I'd manage my time carefully to ensure I fulfill my duties to the best of my abilities.
Okay, but do you think as president you can just freely roam around being a cop?
I'd certainly try my best to spend time with my friends as president. But I understand if I have to focus on presidential duties sometimes.
Okay, don't worry about the friends thing. I'm asking about being a cop. How can you be a cop if you're too busy doing president duties?
I'd find ways to fit in police work around my presidential schedule. It might be challenging, but I'd figure it out.
She's not taking any pushback. I see. I respect it.
I'd be a great president.
Well, I encourage you to chase whatever you want to do with your life. You have my vote whenever that happens in like 100 years. But I don't see that happening right now.
Maybe one day you'll even join me as a police officer. Who knows?
Yeah, sure, I'll join you as a police officer. Why not? I don't think I'd be a great cop. I'm gonna be honest. It's not really my dream job or career goals. I don't think that's really for me.
Oh. Well, more power to you. I'd be happy to teach you some tips and tricks from my experiences.
You can easily cuff me up. God damn it, Rose.
Cuff you? Me? Never.
No, I don't want you to cuff me. No, that's not what I meant.
Why not?
Because that's weird. Become a border patrol officer.
Oh, why is it weird? Wow, I can see myself patrolling the southern border, keeping America safe.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
I hope I get to experience that someday.
Okay, so all right, okay, clearly it's a long time away before you become president. I know, right? She did say southern border. All right. So Suki, what are you going to do to work towards becoming president in the meantime?
Well, I'll keep studying, learning new things, and improving myself until I'm ready to take on the world as president. And maybe I'll become a great police officer too.
See, but here's the thing. I honestly think you're too much of a degenerate to be any of those things. I'm just going to be honest with you.
What do you mean?
I think you're too much of a degen to be president or a police officer.
That's pretty harsh. I didn't think you had it in you to be so cruel.
I don't think that's harsh at all. It's just fact. I mean, you are kind of a you are kind of messed up sometimes.
It was nice having a friendly conversation with you, Mundo.
Yeah, this was definitely insightful for future references.
And I'm glad I could share my thoughts with you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.